Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. My husband has saved me once again. Oh my gosh. This is the first time this ever happened. I'm just gonna tell a quick story. I hit the go button. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes, ready, just sitting here, waiting. I hit the go button and it says no. It said, you can't do that. And I was like, but that's what I'm here for. You have one job, and it's to let me hit the go button. And it didn't let me do it. And I was very upset. But we have it running through my laptop. And he figured out how to get the camera and the mic going through the laptop. Because I was just going to stream right from the laptop. It's going to sound like crap. It's going to look like crap. But at least I would have been here, right? So we are here. Everything is good. All is well. Thanks to my glorious husband, who is smarter than me. All right. Let us go ahead and just talk about what we're going to be talking about today. I was trying to think about just something lighthearted to talk about. It's the last live chat before I go away for my spring break. We are taking the kids to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to hopefully get to meet up with Michelle Wong and Samantha March, and hopefully Risa does makeup. I don't have direct connection with Risa all the time, but they all do. So hopefully I'll get to hang out with Risa, and it'll be amazing. So before I leave, we're having live chat and we are talking about beauty inventions we wish existed, because there are lots of things that don't exist that should. So what I did was I Googled beauty inventions we wish existed, and this article popped up, and it is old. It is from June 19th, which happens to be my husband's birthday, but of 2014. It's very old, but also still very relevant, because there's lots of really great ideas in this article. And I thought that y'all could come up with ideas, I could come up with ideas, and we could just talk about all the things that should exist and hope that somebody out there, and we're putting info into the ether and hoping that somebody will make these amazing things so that we can purchase them and it will make our lives easier. But before we do that, I would like to introduce you to the people that are here live in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, also known as the people that are over here in live chat. You should see them right over here if you are on a laptop or a desktop. And if you're on a phone, I don't know where you're seeing them, but they should be like here somewhere. I'm hoping. If you are logging on to this right after the chat ends, it'll be about 10 after 6 Eastern time. If you're logging on then, the chat won't be there. It takes about 15 minutes for it to show up. I always have people commenting, where's the chat? Where's the chat? Where's the chat? And it's like, we have to wait for it to load because YouTube's slow. So that's what's happening there if you happen to log in that window. So let's say hello. It's different people than the people that were here on my computer. La, 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 la. Okay. Oh, it's people that were here I didn't realize that made it in before Teresa. Hello. Totally misunderstood. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Makeup. Hi. So happy I made it this early this time. How are all you lovely people doing? I am doing well. I just got up from a power nap. I wanted to stay in bed longer. It did not happen because I wanted to get up and hang out with y'all. But I will tell you the power nap was lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And I'm drinking some decaf coffee so that we can feel like we are actually doing something productive as far as the caffeine when we're actually not. So, tricking myself into thinking I'm getting a caffeine boost when I'm not. Hello, Teresa. And the rest of the moderators, whoever was able to make it, thank you for being here. Teresa in North Dakota is so sick of the snow. Teresa has shut down the state at least 4 times this winter for blizzards, and she's really ready for spring and warm weather. I am so sorry for you. It's terrible. That's absolutely awful. I've never been to North Dakota, never been to South Dakota, never been up there. I've never been to Montana. I've never been up in the areas up there. We haven't gone that far central north. So I don't know, but I learned through you because you're kind enough to share that info with me. But hopefully your winter will be over soon. Totally Misunderstood wants everybody to hit the like button on your way in. That would be lovely because then it tells YouTube to share it with more people. So thank you so much. Mary is on her way to go see Legally Blonde the musical in a few, but doing a pink eye look while watching live chat. Very excited for you. I hope you have a lovely time at the show. Nellie, hello. Nellie says it's been a long while since joining live chat. Well, welcome back, Nellie. Thank you for being here. Banana Noodle, hello. Big Massive Brain. And Tracy and Siri are here. And then let's see, the Mommers. Hi, all you beautiful people. Happy What's Been Makeup Live Day. And Consuelo and Kim and Sarah and Carrie and Liz. Thank you all so much for being here. If I did not say hello to you, and thank you so much for being here. Yes, the motto for The Good Place is everything is fine. Cynthia says, if you have not seen The Good Place, it is really weird. But I personally loved it. I genuinely did. But it is weird. I'm just letting you know it's a very weird ride. It's very odd. Lots of twists, though, which is really fun. All right, so let's talk about some of these beauty inventions. Her name, the person that wrote this blog, her name is Samantha McKeon. Samantha McKeon. And her first thing that she wishes existed, and I do have the link if you'd like to follow along in the video description, is razors that never go blunt. And I feel like this should exist, that there should be a thing, almost like a knife sharpener, that you should be able to have a razor and you put it in the thing after you use it and you just go, choop, right? And it just joops it. And then then gets sharp again. Why doesn't that exist? It should exist. I think that that's possible. I think that that should be a thing. I don't know why that doesn't exist. The second thing I don't think could exist, nail polish that stays perfectly manicured all year round and you can change the color with an app. I don't know how that would be logically possible, but you never know. With, technology and the future, it would be nice to have nail polish that stays manicured, and stays good for longer than traditional nail polish. I guess that's where we ended up with gel manicures and the dips and all of that stuff, that they last a lot longer now than they used to. I personally, when I was doing nail polish, I really loved the press-ons. I was all about the press-on nails for a while. I was doing the nail stickers for a while. There's so many other options for nails that we can do now, but none of them stay perfectly manicured all year round because, of course, your nails are going to grow too. So I don't see how that one would ever actually be a thing, where I feel like the razors could be a thing. I feel like it could have. All right, third one. A hair removal cream that doesn't hurt, and once applied, the hair never grows back. I feel like we've come a really long way with the IPL. Is it IPL devices, the devices that make your hair go away? I was actually sent one from a brand, and they were going to do a sponsor video, but it fell through. But thankfully, they let me keep the device, and it's really a nice device. And they work really well. I feel like we've come a long way with that stuff. But as far as a hair removal cream that doesn't hurt and once applied never grows back, I would imagine that could be a thing one day. I think it should. Kim says, isn't a men's barber razor sharpenable? They use a leather strap to sharpen them. Can you see all of us sitting in our bathrooms with a leather strap sharpening our leg razors? I think that's what they're talking about. But you're right, Kim. And that's been around since forever, right? It makes me think of Sweeney Todd, which takes you in a whole different direction if you know that story. I first time I heard that story, I was actually in high school. My theater teacher played it on a record. He had a big record, and he had the transcript of it that he passed out, that he had photocopied, whatever, copied it and passed it out so we could follow along with it. And yeah, that was my first introduction to Sweeney Todd, and I fell in love with it. I wasn't a big fan of the movie, though. Did not enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoyed listening to the show. So, but yeah, so that point is, that's been around for a really long time, the sharpenable razor. But I think her thing was razors that never go blunt. I mean, that is a razor that never goes blunt, right? Because you constantly sharpen it on that strappy thing, right? This is interesting. Huntsman Pixie says acrylic gel makes your nails ick underneath. I have never gotten acrylic nails, so I don't know. But I've heard that. I have heard that. Sandra says we need our body hairs. They serve a function, don't they? We're mammals after all. You know what, Sandra? I need to look into that because I know a lot more people, and like women, we were expected to shave, culturally, at least in the US. I know not everywhere around the world that's a cultural thing. We're expected to shave. And I think that's kind of going down. Like it's not as much expected as it used to be. So yeah, I mean, but I'm wondering what do our body hairs, what function do they serve? I would love to know because I don't know. I need to look that up. I'm sure you're right. Ginger Snap says you have with the razor thing, you have to hone them with a stone and strop them with leather. That's why it can't work because you need to sharpen and smoother. They'll cut you. Ah, gotcha. So there's like a whole process to it for those kinds of razors. That's the thing. Thank you for the education. This is why I love the collective brain. Catherine says, I feel like permanent hair removal cream would be a bad idea. I have legit seen girls put Nair in each other's shampoo bottles. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Oh. Yeah, Janessa says, I'm a big Sondheim fan. Into the Woods is my favorite. Will always be my favorite. I can't see anything ever topping Into the Woods. I've never seen Company. How sad is that? I need to. It was another one I had seen that I wanted to click on and then didn't. Oh, here we go. Marinella says, I remember going for a manicure in the salon, tried to push gel on me really hard, but I didn't budge. I wanted to see how well they deal with regular manicures in Alaska for the rest of the month. Gotcha. So you never even got it. You never got it. Really? Jacqueline says you can get custom printed nail stickers. That would be fun. If I got like Mad Marshmallows nail stickers, that would be so fun. But I would only be able to wear them when I wasn't making. Or I'd have to wear gloves. The problem with gloves and making marshmallows is the marshmallows stick to them, so you have to constantly change them. It's like because I'm constantly washing my hands. I'm washing my hands like every few minutes when I'm making because my hands get marshmallow on them, and then I wash them, and then I come back and I wash them. So I'd have to change my gloves all of those times, but I could do it. All right. Next one is a toothbrush that flosses at the same time. I feel like electric toothbrushes kind of do that a little bit, sort of, not really, kind of. But wouldn't that be nice if it actually flossed between your teeth like flossers? That would be amazing. That would absolutely be amazing to have a toothbrush that actually flosses your teeth at the same time. Dark Angel says that they want some sort of tanning product that doesn't smell and looks natural without the harmful rays of the sun. That would be nice. My issue with tanning products, and I think that that Samantha mentions tanning products soon. My issue with tanning products is one, evenness, because I am not great at putting it on evenly. And also, I just feel like it takes so long to get it on all over and make sure it's even and like make sure I don't miss any spots. And it's too much. Like I have to be too careful. Like if I could put it on like the way I put body soap on, if there was a way to put self tanner on like the way you put it on like a floof or something and you just kind of go woo 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 woo, like I'd be good with that. But the fact you have to put it on like a lotion, it's not. I suck at it. I will be honest. I suck at it. I'm terrible at it. Number 5, a hair product. Ooh, I love this. I love this one. A hair product that you spray and it automatically curls your hair. That I think could be a thing. And then I read another article that they had said the same thing, but straightens your hair. So you would have a spray that would just kind of like bloop and like give you nice curls, or a spray that would you go bloop and it would just straighten your hair. Like how cool would that be? I feel like that could be a thing one day. That would be nice. I would love that. Okay, Angie is educating us about body hair. Angie says body hair serves 3 purposes: protection, regulation of body temperature, and facilitation of evaporation of perspiration. Thank you, Angie. What would we do without you? We wouldn't know. That's it. Maui Manda says, I can't handle armpit hair on women. I'm sorry. No, no. The first time I had a boyfriend with armpit hair, I was shocked. Our guys in our school shaved their pits, chest, arms, legs. That's interesting. I wonder where you live. And I feel like, I'm a very strong believer in individual people doing what they want with their own bodies. And I feel like any human being on this planet, if you don't want to shave your armpits, that is not my business. That is your business. Those are your pits. You do what you want. And even if it's a little bit different for me culturally, that's not my business. And, I will deal with that because it's not my business. So, I mean, that's the way that I feel about it. But I'm curious where you live, if you're from the US or from somewhere else around the world. But let's see. Okay, Madeline says about the tanning. Tanning mittens are awesome for an even tan. Interesting. I had used a tanning mitt once, I think. But that I don't remember why I didn't like it. Can't remember. Why didn't I like it? There was a thing. I think part of it too is that I kind of stopped tanning because I felt like I should embrace my natural skin color. Like there's this whole thing that's beaten into pale people that we need to be darker. There's all these cultural things that, like with armpit hair and with skin color and all these things that tell us we should be different than what we actually are. So like that was one of the things that I just decided a while ago I was just going to stop doing. But I will tell you, I still fall into the trap of really liking the way my skin looks when it's just a little bit darker. I know. I shouldn't. I had my hair gray for like 3 years and I dyed it. That was a natural thing. There's nothing wrong with my gray hair. I was bored with it, to be honest. But I think that it's different when it comes to like tanning, like self-tanning. I feel like it's something that's beaten into my head culturally that my natural skin color isn't pretty, that I need to be darker in order to be beautiful. And I've tried really hard to fight against that because I know in my head that that's not true. So I've tried to fight against that. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't used tanning products in many years. I have some of them. I just haven't used them. But maybe I'll try them again. But I think that if I would, the tanning mitt is a great idea. It's a great idea. But again, if you're someone that self-tans, whatever you do with your body, that is your business. You do your thing. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac and Cheese, it's weird to me that people are bothered by other people's body hair. Who cares? That's someone else's hairy. I think that some people just are more affected by other people. And honestly, that's something I've tried really hard not to be because I've really come to really embrace that it's not my business. But I think everyone's on their own journey, Aw. Aislene says, I am the same with tanning. I would love to tan, but can't. But I have never self-tanned. I'm pale and proud. Good for you. That's fantastic. I used to I've talked about this many times in live chat. I used to go to the tanning bed. I would go to the tanning bed when I was living with my parents. So that would have been, I moved out of the house when I was 20. So it was like August, September of when I was 20. And I guess I had just turned 20 then. Yeah, I had pretty much just turned 20 because my birthday's in June. But when I was living with them, when I was like 18, 19, 20, I was going to the tanning salon, I don't know, once a week or so. And sometimes I would use the oils that they give you that block the UVB, but allow the UVA damage to happen. And I would do that. Or sometimes I just wouldn't use anything at all. I would just go in just naked. It's not good. It's bad. And I knew it was bad. That's the thing, is we knew back then that tanning was not good for your skin, but I did it anyway. Terrible, stupid idea. I should not have done that. This is me speaking for myself. Again, not other people, but I feel like I should not have done that. All right, number 6 on Samantha's list is a concealer that could instinctively tell where you need a bit of extra help that morning, or where blemishes were going to pop up during the course of the day. That is like some serious magic stuff. That is could never be a thing. Concealer that could instinctively tell you where you need a bit of extra help that morning, where blemishes were going to pop up during the course of the day. That is so far from anything could ever exist. But I love the thought of it. That's interesting. Like where you might, like you could program the concealer to like find trouble spots or whatever. Sure, why not? I wish that we had magic. I wish magic was real, but we have science, which is the closest we're going to get to magic. All right, number 7 is a sunscreen that could see. I love this one. Going along with the tanning thing, a sunscreen that could detect if or where you were about to get burnt and alert you to apply more product to that area. So like I know we have like the sunscreen band things that are supposed to let you know like when to reapply your sunscreen. I know those exist, but wouldn't it be cool if there was a way that sunscreen could like start maybe changing colors? I don't know, but then you're going to walk around with weird colors on your face and not know it, you know? How would that even work? Like how would it alert you? That would be my question. How would it alert you if you were about to get burnt? I think the sunscreen bans are great. I think we should stop there. I think that's enough. I don't think we should go any further than that. Yes, Michelle says, I can tell where I need help. My under eyes. Mom of a 1-year-old. Oh my gosh. Whoo. That's a time. That's a time. There are challenges at different ages. I feel like the hardest age having kids when I had the most under eye bags and issues was during when my children were 3. 3 to me was the hardest. I don't think terrible twos is a thing. I think the only reason why terrible twos is a thing is because it's alliteration and it sounds good. Threes are so much worse for both of my children. 3 was so hard. It's so hard. But yes, during that time, that concealer would have been wonderful. There you go. Roya, some kind of magic mirror to tell you. Yeah, see, wouldn't that be great? Like you could put like some kind of handheld mirror, and when you hold it up, it like will tell you, you know, like you can see it in the mirror. Like it reflects something specific that'll like make it look like you can like scan your body with it or something to let you know if you need to reapply it or whatever. See, that's smart. Y'all are smart. Freya, you're smart. Oh my gosh, a 3-nager? Are you talking about 13-year-old? Is that a 3-nager? 2 of you are talking about 3-nagers. What are we talking about? Yes, Donnelly. Yes, Donnelly. 3 and 4, the sass is real. Oh my gosh. So hard. So hard. Ooh, Zestra. I love this. Self-color correcting concealer. How nice would that be? Like actually self-color correcting. Like some products, like there are foundations that they say will like switch to match your skin color or whatever. Oh, none of that's real. But if it was real, that would be cool. And I can see that actually being a thing one day. Yeah, the terrible teens. My son is kind of in it right now. He's 11 though. I feel like Phoenix, I think, has made it out. Phoenix has made it. I think it's the tweens. At least with my kids, it's the tween age that was hard. Phoenix at 14, amazing. We're in a great place. But before that, John now at 11. So I feel like it's the preteen, at least with my kids. I think everybody's different, but man, 3 I think was still harder though, to be honest. There you go. Misty, an app on your phone to scan your face. See, that would be good. Like instead of the mirror, I think that could exist to let you know when your sunscreen's wearing off. I think that could totally exist. All right, we are on, how are we doing on time? Okay, we're at 22 minutes. We're making good time. All right, number 8, because there's 20 of them. So I wanted to get to 10 before, at least to 10 before we hit the 30-minute mark. All right, number 8, back to the waxing. This person is very much about the waxing and about that body hair. So we have a wax with a built-in anesthetic that instantly numbs the area so you literally feel nothing when the wax gets pulled off. That would be nice for people that do waxing. For my honeymoon, I got a Brazilian. I will never do it again. That was not worth it. That was not enjoyable. It was not worth it. It will never happen again. Never happen again. Waxing, I think I got my legs waxed at the same time. That wasn't as bad. But the Brazilian, whoo, that was an experience that I'm kind of glad I did it once just so I could say I did it, but never again. Ain't never going to happen again. Never, 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 never. So So yeah, that would be nice. Like one that has a built-in anesthetic. That makes sense. Like something to like numb the area. So you would like leave it, like maybe the wax would have like an anesthetic built in, and then you press the paper down on it or whatever, and while it's sitting there, it kind of gives you like a topical, a little bit of a numbness. That would be nice. Number 9 is a nail polish remover that simply dissolves the bits of glitter and confetti and nail polish so that you don't have to struggle so much to get rid of those bits. That is the worst to get nail polish off. Getting any nail polish off is a pain, but glitter nail polish, oh my gosh, such a pain, really awful. So I would just like a nail polish remover that just gets off nail polish easily, where you put your, like, I like the little tubby guys, you know what I'm talking about, where it's got like the sponge in it and it's got a little hole in the middle and you stick your finger in it and you kind of swoosh it around or whatever and it takes your nail polish off. Love that kind. But then if you have glitter particles, it gets stuck on the little spongy thing and then rips your little spongy thing, or you get little pieces of spongy thing on your nails, which is also annoying. So maybe just an effective nail polish remover that actually dissolves the nail polish without any issues, including glitter. That would be awesome. Donnelly says try sugaring instead of waxing. Regular waxing, I thought I saw every constellation. Sugaring, I don't know anything about it. I will have to look that up. I've heard of it, but I don't know about it. Hi, Heba. Heba says, I stopped waxing years ago. I cried every time. Sorry, not worth the pain. I was getting my eyebrows done for a while. We lived not that far away from a nail salon that did waxing, and I got my eyebrows done. I remember, I think I complained on Twitter. It was the dirtiest waxing station I have ever seen. It was so gross. Like they had like old, like there was like old wax always caked up on the outside of the on the outside of the pot. They would take, okay, so let me start at the beginning. So you walk in and they've you have the counter, and then you walk back and there's all the little nail sections or whatever. And then you go into this back room and you already know it's bad because you're going into this little back room, and they have this little tiny like bed area where it's like a very thin, like really thin mattress kind of thing, almost like a cot. But it's on like a piece of wood. There's like a piece of wood pulled out, attached to the wall. And then there's like this cot material with like a sheet on it and a little pillow. And you lay down on it. And then they break out all the waxy stuff. And the stuff looked like they hadn't cleaned it in years. Like it was so gross. I mean, you used a new stick for you, but I remember seeing old sticks like just lying around. And how many times did I go back? Way too many times, because it was convenient and they did a nice job, but it was disgusting. And then when we moved, I never went back and did my brows again. Well, it was pandemic too, and I wasn't doing that. And now fluffier brows are in, so I feel like I don't really even have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the brow waxing wasn't nearly as bad as the leg waxing and the bikini waxing. That was a whole other thing. Oh my gosh, Ginger Snap got her first Brazilian at 7 months pregnant. Is it because you couldn't reach? Is that what happened? Why would you do this to yourself? Spacey Casey loves getting a Brazilian. Good for you. That's amazing. Okay, Jay is talking about the butthole burn. I've never gotten my butthole waxed. I can honestly say that. How did this end up talking about butthole waxing? How did we end up here? I don't know. But I've never done that. I don't know anything about that. Should I do that? Is that a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. I guess everywhere is a thing, right? I did not know that. Okay. All right. Well, we learned something new today. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Kimberly says, oh no, ew, Jen. Well, you know, I'm not judging anybody. If people want to go get their buttholes waxed, they should do it. Like, go for it, man. It's your butthole. It's not mine. I would imagine that hurts, though. Doesn't that hurt? I don't know. That would hurt. Maui Mandy says, I can't do waxing. Ever since high school, the lady who did my hair was waxing my eyebrows. She had the wax too hot and took off a huge layer of skin. Ah! That sounds horrible. Oh my gosh, Amanda. That sounds awful. That's terrible. All right, next up. Number 10, the perfume cards in the department stores automatically register your skin so that you could smell what the perfume would smell like on you instead of how it smells on the card. How nice would that be? That would be amazing. To like somehow, like you could do like a pH swipe or something on your skin, right? Like you could like swipe it on your skin, and then it would like detect into like some kind of computer or whatever. And then it would give you a card with like a coating on it that was like your skin. It was like the pH of your skin, right? And then you sprayed the perfume on it. Would that do it? Would that be the thing? Maybe. Is that what makes it smell different on different people? Is pH, right? Maybe. I don't know enough about it, but that would be super cool because it does. You're right. I mean, like she's right. You know, when you spray it on a card, it always smells different on you, and you only have so many places you can spray on you. Like when you're in the store and you're doing the sampling, guys, you know, you got your wrists here. You could spray it on the back of your hands, but like you got like 4 spots. I guess you could like work up your arm or something. I don't know, but eventually you're just gonna. That's going to be way too much because you imagine after that, though, you're going in other places and you're just reeking of like 9 different perfumes. That wouldn't be good either, right? But it would be nice to have it like on like a card, you know, the way they spray the cards, but it actually smells the way it would smell on you. I think that's really smart. I think that could exist eventually. I think that would be nice. All right. And then number 11. We'll do number 11, and then we will take a break and talk about the little bits of makeup that are still on my face. Number 11, a supplement that works overnight to make your hair grow. Why? She is all about the hair. Oh, this is your hair on your head, though. To make your hair grow an extra 2 inches. And depending on how much longer you wanted your hair, you could just up the dosage. Wouldn't that be neat if it like activated inside your scalp and was like scalp, make hair, and then just like you woke up and it was like the Play-Doh machines where you had like the little guy and you would fill him with Play-Doh and you would stick him down in a little barbershop chair and then you would push the little cranky thing and then the Play-Doh would just squirt out of the little holes in the top of his head. You know what I'm talking about? Like that, but a pill that you take that does that and makes your hair just go whoop, and makes that would be cool. But what if you overdid it? Like you overdosed on it and you woke up and you were straight up like Rapunzel, like your hair was like down to your feet. Out of nowhere. It's like, don't overdose on it. But then wouldn't it make your body hair grow everywhere? Like you have it like down in your bits, your hair would grow 2 inches. That would be a little scary, I think. And your eyebrows, you wake up and your eyebrows are like this and like real fluffy, like huge. Like it would be cool if you could like target it to your head. Like that would be awesome. I mean, that would be cool. Zestra says eyelash serum for head hair. Yeah, sure. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that takes too long though, right? I feel like that might take too long. I don't know. But I would love that. I've had a lot of trouble growing my hair. And now my hair is actually growing. Look at this. It's actually growing. I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of magic is in Jen Gerard Cosmetics Hair AF. I don't know what the heck is in that stuff, but it is working. I don't understand it. Jen's literally tried to explain it to me like 4 times. And she sends it to me in PR. I did buy some though. I bought some for my best friend and I bought some for me. So I have purchased it, but she sends me in PR and I don't know what is in that stuff. It's some kind of like magical energy. I don't know. I don't get it, but my hair is actually like, look how thick it is on the ends. Like it's actually like staying in my head longer to grow longer. I don't know what's a kind of magic they put in that stuff, but it's the only thing that has ever made my hair grow. I've done biotin for years. I've done all of that stuff. That's the only thing. The only thing. It's nuts. All right, let's take a quick break and just talk a little bit about what is on my face. Not a lot. It's pretty much gone. I put it on at 7:30 this morning. My eyeshadow today, I actually used from the new, this is PR. This is from ColourPop. This is the Legend of Korra eyeshadow, the duochrome, guys. Someone said these aren't duochromes. They're totally duochromes. Oh my gosh. This is the shade Earth. This is what I'd put on this morning. I put it on over the Hindash eye primer, and I feel like you can still see it. It's really light, but it was light when I put it on. I'll show you at full strength. It really does like it. See how like when I turn my hand, hold on, let me get my eyeballs out of this so people that are watching can see. When I turn my hand, it almost turns to a slightly darker shade than my skin color. And then when I turn it again, it turns green. So I feel like on the eye, it really wasn't that much more pigmented than it is now. The other ones are a lot darker, but they're all duochromes. I don't know why somebody said they're not duochromes. Did somebody else watch them and say they weren't duochromes? Because I feel like they definitely are. That's my opinion. And then on my lips today, I ended up cracking this open. This is from the Wet n Wild Sesame Street collection. This is called Happy to Be Me. It's just a little lip gloss called Fairy Tales, and it's got the little chick on it. She wasn't around when I was a kid. The little pink chick with the wings. I forget. That's not Zoe, is it? That's somebody else. I forget what her name is. But anyway, when I first opened this up, I smashed it down, so it's not doing it anymore. But the whole wand came out of the cap. Like this, the cap like totally was separate from from the rest of the product when I pulled it out for the first time. But I just smashed it in and it's fine now. You can even hear it. There's something broken in there. I don't know what's going on, but the lip gloss is very nice. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. It's very comfortable. Kind of worn off at this point because I've been talking so much, but it's a nice lip gloss. And then on my cheeks today, I put on, this is purchased. This is Urban Decay Naked Threesome. This was from my worst rated products at Sephora video. I put on all of them. It's all of the shades. There's blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer in there. I just kind of swirled them together. I feel like it's still on my face just a tiny bit, but it's mostly worn off at this point. But the wind was strong today. It was so strong, I couldn't even put my tent up at the market. So I mostly blame the wind for that. I did have to touch up my eyeliner. My eyeliner is the Hindash eyeliner, both purchased and PR. He sent it to me. I've bought it. I had to touch up the wings because I rubbed them off. My eyes were watering so bad. I like scrubbed the sides of my eyes. That was not his fault. That was all on me. So that is what is on my face today. Not a lot of makeup today. We are relaxing, we're enjoying ourselves, and we're not worried about wearing a whole face full of makeup. There you go, Abby Cadabby. That's what her name is, a little pink chick with the wings. I forgot what her name was. I remember from when my kids were little, she was around, but she was not around when I was a kid. This guy was the guy that was around. This is the Tickle Me Elmo gloss. I talked about this in What's Up in Makeup today, so I won't bore you again with the mini review of this, but this is very nice. I'm very much enjoying it. Abby Cadabby. A bunch of you said Abby Cadabby. Thank you so much. Sandra, the hair growth product is Hair AF by Gerard Cosmetics, but this is the thing, is she has sales all the time. She'll even have 50% off sales. I think it's like $100 a bottle. It lasts about, I think it's more than a month. It's like 2 months, 3 months. Because I use it different amounts. You're supposed to use it 3 times a day. I only use it 3 times a day. I use it once to twice a day. So depending on how many times you use it, that's how long it's going to last. That's why I can't really tell you how long the bottle's lasting for me. I want to say if you use it twice a day, it lasts like 3 months, but don't quote me on that. Go to the website, check it out. But it's so good. And I don't understand why. Like, I don't get the science. I really don't, even though she's tried to, yes, Hair AF, yes, is what it's called, by Gerard Cosmetics. It is fabulous. All right, so let's talk about the next one. We have number 12, a foundation that lasts for as long as you want, whether you want it for 3 days or 20 days, doesn't matter if you sleep in it. So foundation that you can sleep in that lasts on your face for like many, many, many days. I would imagine that wouldn't look very good. Like, in order to have it be at the right, I guess maybe one day that could exist, but I don't know about that. I don't know if I would like that. I think that would be weird. I don't know if I would enjoy that. I mean, I get it, but I don't know if I would like that. Number 13, a skincare product that once you put it on your skin, helps all of your skin's concerns, even the ones you didn't know you had. Like, it self-detects any kind of like dryness or oiliness or hyperpigmentation or whatever it is you have going on in your face. It like self-detects and then changes and then does the things. I think that would be cool. I don't know. Maybe in the future, something like that might be able to exist. Maybe like a smart skincare like that. I don't know. I don't see how that could exist. I'm like sitting here thinking, like, how could that logically exist? It would have to be some kind of combination of ingredients that we just haven't discovered yet. But could it be possible? I don't know. Maybe we get some kind of substance off of an alien planet, and that's how we get that product. But I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good as far as skincare, like the way that ingredients have evolved. Like, I love with skincare that brands have caught on to customers being smart about skincare ingredients. And that's really just happened within past 5-7 years that customers have become more aware of what different ingredients do, and they've been advertising specific ingredients on their products. And once we realize, that we really love niacinamide in our skincare, or we really like glycolic acid, or we really like hyaluronic acid, or we really like whatever it is, we'll keep buying products with that particular ingredient. And I feel like that's like the way to go. And we have companies like we talked about for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I think it was, what brand was it? There was a brand that I had looked into. I think it was Lancome, and they had a skincare product. It was like $120 or something ridiculous. And the skincare ingredients were so base, so base. I mean, they were good. You got things that work, but real base, like something that you could probably get at a drugstore for super cheap, effective, like CeraVe, head and shoulders as far as the ingredient deck, better than what this $120 skincare was. But they were counting on, I think, Lancome, their customer base that has trusted them for years and years and years and years and years, and never don't know anything about the ingredient list or whatever. But I think that the more of us that are educated about skincare ingredients, the more we're realizing that we don't want those products. We can get cheaper products that are better, to be honest, much better. So I'm really glad that is happening. I don't know if we necessarily even need a skincare that I guess maybe, because like some people don't know whether their skin is dry or dehydrated. For the longest time, I thought that dry and dehydrated meant the same stinking thing, and it doesn't in skincare, where dry means lacking oil, dehydrated means lacking water. And we all know oil and water are two completely different things. How do you know which one you are? It would be great if a skincare product could figure out and give you the dose of what you needed. I think that would be amazing. Doris wants to know if I've ever reviewed Scott Barnes products. I have not. I met Scott Barnes once. He told me I had small eyes and that I should never contour my nose. That's what I will always remember about meeting Scott Barnes. I was like, oh, okay. He was very nice, though. He really was. He was genuinely very, very nice. He was. I spent about maybe 30 minutes walking around a convention thing with him. But yeah, no, I've never reviewed his products. They're so expensive, and my audience doesn't seem that interested in it, so I never invested in it. But if there was like if everybody was like telling me like you have to review Scott Barnes, I totally would have bought stuff. But nobody seems to really care. I don't know. If y'all cared, I would buy it though. Donnelly says, I want no technology involved in my makeup. I'm already getting ads for things I was thinking. Well, you know what? That's a really good point. the way you can say something like, when we get off of here, I'm going to have all kinds of ads for like self-tanning products and shaving products because we just talked about it, right? Isn't that how it goes? Yeah, Donnelly, that's a really good point. That's really smart. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, we are at number 14. Shampoo and conditioner that leaves your hair amazingly clean for at least a week. How nice would that be? How nice would that be? I can go at max 3 days before I start looking a hot stinking mess. Hot mess. I try to go 2 days, but 3 days is when, like, if I'm busy and it's like, I just do not feel like messing with it, because me showering is a whole process. I mean, I'm not showering, but showering is not a process. That's very easy. But like the whole hair washing thing, if I'm getting my hair wet, then that means that I'm doing all the things, and it takes freaking forever. So yeah, so I try not to do that as often as possible as far as washing my hair. Body washing is a whole nother thing. All right, let's see. Okay, number 15, a hair product that doubles your hair's thickness overnight. How nice would that be? My whole hair thickness can fit, like, it's so tiny, but it's way more than it used to be. This is at least like 50% more than it used to be. It's a lot more. It's a significant difference. Like if you go back and watch my old videos, it's a significant difference. But that would be very nice, because thickness is something that I could use 100%. Flory. Hi, Flory. Flory says, now we're talking. That sounds interesting. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Liz says, if I don't sweat, I can go 5 days without washing, but I'm so flippin' sweaty all the time. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Julie, I'd rather have a scalp care that actually works. Yes, that would be nice. Vegan brie, I can go a week. I've trained my hair. Nice. That's awesome. And bought Scott Barnes's blush palette when he had a 30% sale. It's the only blush that lasts on me. Wow, that's fantastic. That's great to know. Yes, Jacqueline, we need this invention. Self-cleaning makeup brushes with antimicrobial fibers. I need some kind of system. So they make all kinds of brush cleaning systems, where they have like, all these different ways you clean your brushes. None of them freaking work. They don't work. They like mess up your brushes. Because you don't want to soak your brushes in water. Like there's so many things that go into it, but it would be really, really nice to have a better system for cleaning brushes. I cannot tell you the last time I cleaned a brush because all I do is I throw them in the bathroom. I have a pile of brushes in the bathroom. A pile. It's probably been too long. I'm not going to even tell you. Too long. And I just keep piling them up because I've gotten, over the 10 years I've had this YouTube channel, I've gotten so many brushes in PR. I have a stupid amount of brushes that I feel like I can just keep dumping them. And the more I dump them, the more they pile up and the less I want to wash them because now there are so many of them all piled up. Because I only use, like in a week, I'll use, 4 different brushes or whatever. So like it takes me a while to accumulate the amount of brushes that I have that are all dirty right now. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. So that would be really nice. That would be really nice to be able to have something that cleans brushes. Anything. Yes, exactly, have a washing machine for makeup brushes. Like why hasn't anybody created this? Why? Why doesn't it exist? It should. 100%. All right, next one. Number 16, a foolproof liquid liner that automatically creates winged eyes every time, no matter how willy-nilly you apply it. How nice would that be? That reminds me of the stamp, though. I wonder if this came out, because remember this article's from 2014. Did this come out before the Vamp stamp? Because the Vamp stamp, I feel like, changed the game. The big issue with the Vamp stamp is it was too freaking big. Even the smallest one, called Kitten, was too freaking big. So, yeah, I mean, maybe I feel like that's kind of the answer to that. But there is, a learning curve to that because you have to angle it the right way. If you don't know the Vamp stamp, it's a self-inking stamp that looks like an eyeliner wing, and you line it up with your lower lash line and you go bloop and you stamp it on and you have a wing. But it's really big. Like the smallest one is too big. So that kind of is that. Maybe this was written before that. Foolproof liquid liner that automatically creates winged eyes every time, no matter how willy-nilly you apply it. That you can't be willy-nilly with that thing, though. Like, you have to be careful. I actually got introduced to that way back in the day with Stephanie Nicole and my friend Yay or Nay Nicole when we were in San Francisco and we went to some event that Stephanie was invited to. We weren't invited to it. Stephanie was invited to it, so we got to go. And Vamp Stamp was there and Lit Cosmetics was there. The people that did the lit glitters, they were there. And we got a bunch of free samples and it was fabulous. And Stephanie did a meet and greet and it was wonderful. And, Nicole and I sat back and we watched Stephanie do our meet and greet and it was really awesome. But that's where I tried a Vamp Stamp for the first time and it was super fab, except for that it was too big. All right. So number 17, a timer for your makeup. So you could deactivate it during a sport or sleep and reactivate it when you want it back on. Oh my gosh, that is some futuristic, like not even possible. That's like virtual reality. That's like not even going to be a thing like ever. Not even going to be a thing ever. But it's an interesting idea, but that's never going to be a thing. And I think this article wasn't meant to be 100% realistic. I don't think that was the point. I think the point was to do some realistic ones, some not realistic ones. It's just for fun. It's just the freaking vlog, Okay, number 18, a device that gives you beeping warnings when you're starting to apply too much makeup to avoid clown face. I love that. That is so funny. It's like, boop, 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 clown face alert, back it up, blend, beach, blend. I would love it. It's like you're like in a mirror or whatever. That would be cool. It's like a mirror and you set it to your level of like heaviness or whatever. And it just starts yelling at you, and it says your name and it's like, Jen, blend. You need to blend. How awesome would that be? That would be so fabulous. Oh my gosh. I would love that. That'd be so funny. And like a mirror, you know what? That would be awesome if a mirror gave you like makeup advice. You know, like the TikTok filter that like it puts lines on your face or whatever that like tells you where to apply your makeup. Maybe it's something like that, but it's a mirror and it actually tells you raise your blush higher. You know, you're missing foundation on your neck. You have neck face. That would be cool. Like if it actually like told you your foundation is the wrong color. That would be fun. Yeah, Doris says clown face alert is your husband, boyfriend, significant other that tells you that. Yes, yes. Megan, I would never survive if a blush alarm existed. I'd set it off immediately. I don't think that's the worst problem to have though. Because I feel like blush, you can overdo it on the blush. I feel like as long as it's not like right here, just right on the apples of your cheeks. If you've got it blended, go for it. Janessa, what if clown face is my brand? Then you just turn off the feature or you set it to high level. There you go. Yes, Jenny, you know what? This would be awesome. Jenny says, I would love to something to tell me what shade or tone I am. You know what I did? Someone told me about this. Let me see if I can find it. Have you seen color analysis stuff recently? It's been popping up everywhere. So yes, it's called colorwise.me. Okay. And I'll put it in the video description later after our chat, but you color analyze yourself. So what you do is you upload a photo, which I know some people don't like to do because they think that it's weird to like give their photo to a random website that you don't know. I did it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but this website has my photos. So you browse your computer, you put the picture in and it tells you what color season you are. And I found out that I am a deep winter. And I have been really buying into that recently. They have like a little wheel, and then there's an app you can download that goes with it. And the app is called My Colors. Let me show you. Hold on. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay. I'm not a cool winter. I am a deep winter. So then it shows you like all of the colors that are like your colors for whatever. So the reason why I wore that green shirt and What's Up in Makeup is because look at the greens here. The greens are the same color as my green shirt from What's Up in Makeup. I was like, I'm wearing my green shirt because it's one of my colors. So yeah, so I was really excited because y'all know I love browns. I pretty much only wear brown, gray, black. Like I don't wear a lot of colors because colors scare me because I don't know what colors look good on me, right? But this helped me to pick out some different colors that will actually look good on me. So yeah. And I basically learned that I should never wear orange. Never wear orange. But anyway, so that has really helped me as far as like my picking out my makeup too. So the color analysis website is called colorwise.me, COLORWISE.me is the website. And then the app, it tells you what it is in there, but the app is just called My Colors. I don't know. So yeah. But it's been really fun to play with. It's been nice to figure that out. And it's really helped me to pick better colors. And I've been getting so many compliments from you all. When I go with that, I get all these compliments on my makeup, on my clothes, and it's like, yay, I'm learning. So anyway, like when we talk about things that are going to match our skin tone, like would it be cool if we had like a device that would help us match our skin tone? Like I think we're pretty much there, but I wish that there was like a way for, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be I feel like the color analysis for foundation, like the Sephora color ID and all that, I don't think that they're that accurate. I feel like it's just not. I wish there was more of like a universal way of finding your foundation color, So I don't know. But that I feel like we're on like the precipice. We're like right on the edge of being able to do something like that. So yeah, I think that we're right there as far as the color, the skin color thing for foundations. All right, we have just a few more and we have about 8 minutes left. So let's go to number 19, a hair color that changes to any color of the rainbow simply by saying that color aloud, voice activated. That is a horrible idea. Can you imagine? Like, oh, do you want red apples or green apples? And your hair just turns red and green. because you said red and green, or you're watching television, like, oh, the sky is so blue today, and your hair hears it and your hair turns blue. That's a horrible idea. Samantha that wrote this article 9 years ago, that's a terrible idea. I hate that. It would be kind of fun, but yeah, that's a terrible idea. I'm not a fan of that one. Number 20, a body wash that leaves the skin evenly tanned. And we kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, that it would be nice if it was something like that. So that's the end of the article, but y'all came up with some really great ideas too. Yeah, Janessa, Sephora's color match did me dirty too. Like I got my color match and then I used it in Sephora, and the person that worked at Sephora was like, you didn't get matched right. This isn't right. I don't know what is going on. Like, I feel like it's getting better, but it's just not there. It's not quite there, but it should be. It should be there at this point. I don't see why not. I mean, we have a color picker. Like, why? Like, on your anytime you're doing anything with like Photoshop, not even Photoshop, like any kind of thing, there's a color picker. Why doesn't it just pick you get in good lighting and it picks the color of your skin, and then it runs it through a database of all of the foundations that are on Sephora's website or Ulta's website, and it just gives you a list of all the ones that match. And then you can give it like, it would be cool if it was like, okay, exact match, or you could do it within like a percentage. So you could say within 5%, within 10%. And like, it could go, maybe 5% warmer or 5% cooler or 5% lighter or 5% deeper or whatever. And it would tell you which way it went versus your skin. Like, it would be like, all right, so this foundation is 7% lighter than your skin tone, or this is 6% cooler than your skin tone, or whatever. I think that'll be super helpful. Why doesn't that exist? That should exist. I will say that will exist. I will make the prediction that is going to exist within the next 2 years. That will exist. I think maybe even 1 year that'll exist. There's no reason why it can't. We have the technology for that. And it would be so helpful. The only reason why I think it won't exist is because brands make money by you buying the wrong color. I said it. I said what I said. They want you to think that you've got your color in their range and it's close enough. But if you have a machine that tells you it's 30% off, you're not going to buy it. Or you buy the wrong one and you don't have time to go back to the store until after the 30 days are up and you're stuck with it. That's why it won't exist. Because brands make more money when it doesn't. That's my thought. Oh my gosh, I did not know this existed. Jacqueline says Temptalia's foundation matrix is still amazing and it's kind of like that, but not personalized to your skin. I'll have to check that out. I love Temptalia. Temptalia has been doing this so long and knows so much more than I do. Oh my gosh, my battery's dying. Please don't die. I have to plug you in. No. I brought my plug down and I forgot to plug it in. Go quick. Because when my computer says it's dying, it dies very fast. All right. I saved it. I saved you from certain doom. We're plugged in now. We're good. Okay. Siri says, the problem is you have about 50 colors on your face and your foundation needs to match the overall impression they give. That's a good point, Siri. Why you got to bring us back to reality? Because that's true. Because if you look at my nose, it's redder here, it's lighter here, it's darker here. And it would have to be like the whole, it would have to be like you're saying, like the overall impression of all of it. Come on, Siri, bringing us back to reality. Yeah, Ginger Snap says the same thing. It's because your skin has so many different colors modeled together. It's hard to get one of those colors to match and blend the rest together. That's why we wear foundation in the first place. Good point. Good point. But couldn't you have something that scans your whole face and just finds the median? Why not? Right? I know. Cynthia. Wait, I lost Cynthia. Where did Cynthia go? I lost Cynthia. Yeah, right here. Technology is not my friend today, but that's okay. It is because I saved it. So we're good. I saved it. Oh, it's all good, Siri. You know what? You're just being real. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. We can live in reality, unfortunately. All right. So those are all of the things and stuff. I think my favorites are the perfume. I love the idea of the perfume card that actually would make it smell like the way it smells on your on your skin. I love the idea of the shampoo and conditioner that leaves your hair clean for a week. Love that for me. I love the burn alert sunscreen idea. Those are some of my favorites that I think could actually exist one day. That would be awesome. I think with like the hair oiliness thing, as far as like, not needing to wash your hair, I think that like you could probably have something that like some kind of, I don't know whether it would be like a supplement or something that would like help your scalp, or like some kind of treatment you would put on your scalp that would help your scalp not to produce as much oil. Maybe that would be a thing. And then that way you wouldn't have to wash as much, but then it's like, it's just dirty. Like eventually it just gets dirty. It's been in the air and the dust, and, it's not just our body that's making it dirty, it's the environment too. So it's like, I don't know if anything would ever stop that. Oh, there you go. Bedazzled Nails says they have a wall paint assessment app. You could use that for your face. How nice would that be? But you're right. Oh yeah, dry. You know what? This is the thing. Ginger Snap's talking about dry shampoo. Dry shampoo. I always want it to work, and it works to an extent when you get a good dry shampoo. But a lot of times it makes my head feel itchy. Sometimes it looks flaky, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Like the best ones that I've found, I think it's Bumble and Bumble. There's a clear spray one that's really good. But like, it's very rare I find one that I actually look for dry shampoo. I feel like it doesn't work that great for me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Shannon says there's an app by Microskin called Color Match that matches your skin tone. You can point it to any section of the face to allow for different tones in different areas. Ooh, very interesting. Did not know that. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being here in live chat. Happy Easter if you celebrate. Happy Passover if you celebrate. Happy Ramadan if you celebrate. I hope that everyone is doing well. I won't see you for a little while. There won't be a Friday video this week. There won't be a What's Up in Makeup this coming week. There won't be a live chat this coming week. I don't know if there's going to be a Friday video the following week. I might take that Friday off too and just take some time to like just be, and do all of the things that I want to do, and just kind of like, I don't really take time off. So I think it might be nice to just take some time off. So there may be a Friday video the following week. There may not be. I don't know. It just kind of depends on how I feel when I get back from Vegas. But I had fun hanging out with you all, and I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss live chat. I won't be here, so I can't do the live chat, but I will miss you. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely couple of weeks. And I will see you back for What's Up in Makeup on April. What day is that? I'm opening up my calendar and it's slow. I will be back for What's Up in Makeup on April 16th. We will have live chat. It will be an evening chat at 5 p.m. Is when we will have chat on the 16th. Have a great couple of weeks. Mad love to you. And I will see you soon. Bye.